Hi guys and welcome back. And if you're here for the first time, welcome. I'm so happy that you found the channel. I really hope you're going to like it. And without further ado, let's get straight into this trick. So this trick, in my opinion, is so incredible in many ways. It has some challenges and we're going to go through how to overcome them. But yeah, it's super great and it's just so easy as well. Okay, so the spectator can shuffle and cut the cards how much they want. It's completely impromptu and they can take a card completely freely. So let's say they take this one. I'm gonna look away, but you look at it and remember it. And we're just going to return that card into the pack, just like that. So it's hopefully, completely lost, but just to be sure, I'm just going to give the cards another shuffle and the spectators can give it some cuts, just like this. Now, some people think that I kind of sneak their card away and then, introduce it in the last moment or something. But to make sure so you really understand that that's not what's going on, I'm going to show you your card so you can see that your card is still somewhere in the pack. Okay? So, yeah, so hopefully you've seen it somewhere in the pack now, right? You've seen it? Yeah, great. Okay, so it's somewhere in there, but of course I can't know exactly where it is, right? I'm even gonna give them, a couple of shuffles again, just to make sure that, okay, your card is completely lost. So here's what I'm gonna do now. I'm going to try to find your cards in a pretty special way. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to deal 2 piles just like this. Now, I'm not a math guy, but I think that the chances that the card will end up in your pile is about 50%, and the chances that it might end up in my pile is also 50%. So it's a 50-50 chance. But I'm actually willing to bet a beer or something that is in my pile. Are you willing to take that bet? I don't know, but whatever. Let's see if it's in your pile. So is it in your pile? No, it's not. Okay, if you say so, because it shouldn't be too surprising. After all, it's a 50% chance. So I mean, it's not mind-blowing. Now you might think that, okay, now it's a bigger chance that the card is in your pile, right? But actually, that's not how, percentages work. Again, it's just a 50% chance. So, I mean, it's not that surprising that your card isn't among the cards in your hand, right? And again, we're gonna do this again and again. Now you might really think that, okay, now the chances has to be bigger that it's in your pile. But again, can you see your card? No, because again, it's just a 50% chance. And this can be hard for the brain to really understand, because now you might really think that, okay, now it has to be in my hand because this is getting crazy. But again, we just have 3 cards each. So it's not that surprising that, again, it's not in your pile. So let's go last. And now it's getting a little bit more interesting because you have 2 cards. So the chance should be double for you to have it in your pile. But again, I'm willing to bet that it's over here. So it's not in your pile. And again, I mean, it's not too crazy. It was like 66% chance or something like that. So I mean, that's just how percentages work. But what's really crazy is that it's only 1 in 52 that we should end up with only your card over here. Yet we did that. Okay, so let's go through how to do that. Okay guys, I hope you liked that little performance, and if you did, remember to leave a like and comment and subscribe. And sorry if I was a little bit, rambling on, because I'm kind of translating the pattern in my head from Swedish as I go along, and sometimes, it gets a bit out of hand. But hopefully you get an idea of this trick and how it can look like. And this is again from the Royal Road to Card Magic. We're going through this book on the channel. This is an awesome book for beginners and experts. I've learned a lot from this one. and this is called the Tantalizer, and it's on page 112 in the book, if you want to follow along yourself. So, as I said, I think this trick is so incredible for lay people. A really great trick, but it has some challenges. I usually don't like tricks with a lot of dealing and a lot of stuff like that, but it kind of works in this trick. As long as you keep talking and keep it interesting the entire way. So it's completely impromptu, as I said, so the spectator can shuffle the cards and cut the cards how much they want. Okay, and you take the pack back and they can pick any card they want. But to make it clear and easy to remember, let's say they pick the Queen of Hearts. And now they're going to return that into the pack. And you glimpse the bottom card. After they shuffle, you glimpse the bottom card. And in this case, once again, to make it easy to remember, it happens to be the Ace of Spades. And when they return the card, you can just do an undercut. So you cut about half or so, like this, and they return their card and you place that on top. So now you know that you place your key card right above their card. And now you can shuffle the cards if you want to. Just make sure to, keep those two cards together. So you can shuffle normally till you get to about the middle, and then shuffle off a chunk and then shuffle normally. And that will keep the key card and their card together. And then the spectator can shuffle, or cut the cards how much they want, just like this. Now, what we're going to do now is we're going to find our key card, which is the Ace of Spades, and their card is directly to the right of it. And in the book, they don't really give a suggestion how to do this, because now you're going to count 22 cards. It's hard to do that as you speak, so you kind of need some kind of excuse to go through the cards and look at them for so long. And I like to say something that, okay, just to make sure that your card is still here, so you don't think I've stolen it or something, we go through them, and when you get to their key card, or the key card, you know that the selection is directly to the right of it. And you're going to count that as 1, and then you're going to count 22 cards. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. And try not to make it obvious. And of course continue with the last few cards here as well, because they're supposed to see that their card is still there. Now, if you run out of cards, you continue on the face instead till you reach 22, and then you cut that to the top. In this case, you cut these cards to the bottom. Okay, so now their selection is 22nd from the top. Okay, I tried to do that not too obvious, of course. But therefore, it's good to have this excuse and justification for why we're looking through the cards. And now you're going to simply deal 2 piles again and again. And you're going to start to deal to them. And try to, come up with some kind of pattern. I just gave you an example I came up with pretty quickly, and I've done it a few times in Swedish. But you can probably come up with something more elaborate. And you can make this to like a bar bet, maybe, if you're into that kind of thing, or more math themed, if you like that. But whatever, you're going to now deal 2 piles just like this, starting with them. And just like that, you say that, of course, it's about 50, or it's 50-50 now that it's in one of these piles, and it's not in your pile. And you bet that it's not there, or something. Come up with your own pattern, of course, but keep it interesting. Okay, so they look through their piles or their cards and it's not there, and then we just do it again. And right now their card is here. We can actually place that face up so you can see what happens as I deal, but I'm gonna speed this up. And again we get their selection over here. And again, they look through their cards and it's not there. And again, it's 50-50, it should be. But of course, it gets more and more amazing or incredible as we go along. Okay, so just keep going with the pattern and keep dealing. And again, we get the selection and it's not over here, of course. So take those away and we go again. And again we get the selection, which means it's not over here. And again, the last time we get the selection. And as I said, come up with whatever pattern you want, but to end up like this, it is 1 in 52, right? Yeah, you might think that this is a boring trick because it's so much stealing, but it's actually pretty incredible for lay people. To them, remember, they shuffle the cards, they pick the card, complete it at random, you place it back, you shuffle the cards again, they cut the cards. At this point, they kind of forgot that you looked through the cards at all. It's so incredible that their card happens to end up last. It will blow their mind. As long as you keep the pattern interesting and keep talking, this is going to be an interesting trick for them. Although it might not seem like that when you read it at first or see it at first as a magician. But for lay people, believe me, this goes down really well. So I hope you liked that, and if you did, remember to comment down below, like the video and subscribe. It really means a lot. So thank you so much for that, and see you again soon. Bye bye.